Hey guys, how's it going? Anthony here, bringing you a new video. If you guys are tuning in today, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. So right now I'm on my way to my friend's house. For those of you that do not know, I do have a 1978 Datsun 280Z. I featured the car on my YouTube channel a couple times, but I haven't really talked about it, and I've posted like a POV driving video like once or twice, but I've never really gone in depth about my car. So the question is, where is my car? It's at my friend's house, who happens to be one of my co-workers. He's a master technician, and he's basically working on it for me. Now, some of you might be asking, how come I'm not doing the work? The car is basically getting kind of like revamped in a way. I don't have the space to do all the work. But otherwise, if I had somewhere that I can do all of the work on my own, I would totally do it, and I would love to make that content for you guys. But for the most part, it's getting an engine swap. I had an L28 with a triple Weber setup, but I got rid of the Webers. I actually am going back to a EFI system, but right now I'm going back to the stock EFI, and my goal is to build the stock EFI system and see what kind of power we can make with that system on the car. These cars are not quick, you know, they're not fast or anything. They're quick for what they are, but they're not fast. They're not gonna blow the doors off or anything, unless you do like an insane build. But my goal right now is to basically just get the car back up and running. It's getting a completely refreshed and rebuilt motor, so I kind of expect it to make more power than how I had it with my triple Webers, just because my triple Webers, they never got tuned in properly. They never got dialed in. My car was producing a lot of blow-by. Basically, in other words, my old block was not really up to standards, especially for a triple Weber setup. So with the new block, it's getting a completely, you know, it's going to a machine shop, getting completely rebuilt with all brand new parts, brand new internals. The EFI system that I have is also getting cleaned up, machined, and for the intake manifold. And I have pretty much almost all brand new or refurbished parts, you know, new injectors, refurbished AFM. I actually have two. I have 3 ECUs, so hopefully one of those work. And the best part about this build is that I'm finally gonna have air conditioning in the car. I know, race car, but honestly, as you start to get a little older, you kind of appreciate, you know, the creature comforts a little more. And living in California, there were days where it's, you know, 100 degrees outside, and it's so unbearable to drive the car. You know, it's unbearable to enjoy it for more than an hour, because you're in the car dripping sweat. So, and I'm the kind of guy that likes to drive my cars. I mean, I've had this 2022 Kia Stinger for about 15 months, and I'm already at 21,000 miles. So I believe cars are meant to be driven no matter how old they are. You can give me a 1930s hot rod, and I will put 100,000 miles in that car fast. I will see you guys when I get to my friend's house, and I'll show you guys what's going on over there. All right, guys, I am currently, as you can see, at my friend's house. Here it is. This is my pride and joy. This is my 1978 Datsun 280Z, Fairlady Z. It is in an original, kind of like a British racing green, but they call it a 240 racing green. And as you guys can see, the engine is not in the car. So I have a lot to tell you about this car. I'm not sure if I should tell you everything in this video, or if I should have like a little story time in another video. I probably will make a separate video about the whole history of me and this car right here. But I do want to tell you guys what is going on. Why is the engine out? So for those of you that have stuck around and seen my past couple videos with my Z, I did post a video about maybe a month or two ago that the This car had a L28 with a triple Weber setup, and I've had that set up for about a year to 2 years or so. And yeah, as you guys can see, I no longer have that set up in here. The L28 was pulled. I just sold it to a buddy of mine, so he now has my L28 engine and E88 head. So that is now gone, and in return we have another L28 engine N42 that is, as you can see, completely removed from another Z. And the goal is to build this engine kind of like a stock build, a little bit higher compression, but basically full rebuild, just a little bit more compression, and just have a smooth, perfectly running a block for this car. And if we go over here, I have an N47, so not necessarily the most desirable head for these cars, but it's an N47 head. It's the circle ports with the liners, so that's probably the biggest downside to this head. But this head is basically just going to get cleaned up, new valve stem seals, and I'm gonna get it looked at and see if anything else needs to be done to this. But for the most part, I think the head just needs to be cleaned up and just needs new valve stem seals. So we're gonna run it like that, and sometime down the future, I may consider maybe a bigger cam, maybe doing some other head work, but we'll see about that. The plans for this Z is to basically, my friend is going to get it running. Again, he's doing all of the work. As you can see, this is his garage. And with the new engine setup, if I can come over here, we'll talk about this in a minute. I have a full aftermarket air conditioning system that is also going to be installed in the car. So when that gets installed and this car is back up and running and everything, I'll go over that whole system with you guys for those of you that are interested about how that works and operates and everything. So one of the things that I'm super happy with though is that even though I'm losing my triple Webers, I'm going back to the stock EFI for now. As you guys can see, it's actually in really good condition. It's really clean. I do plan on cleaning it a little bit better, especially the fuel rail right over here. But for the most part, it's got a refurbished airflow meter that I have somewhere in one of these bags over here, and brand new fuel injectors, but it just needs to be cleaned up. But for the most part, a lot of the parts on this intake manifold are refurbished. All in all, I'm hoping that this car just runs and drives very, very smoothly. Some other stuff that we have, if we come in here, as you guys can check out my interior real quick. But if we come in here, right here, I have a Kenmurray. I really don't know how to pronounce this, but yeah, I have a thin head gasket. It's a 1mm head gasket. I believe stock is 1.4 or 1.6, so this is going to help increase compression just a little bit. Yeah, only the best for this car, only the best. So I'm pretty sure you guys are looking at the condition of it, and it's rough. It needs to be repainted basically. You can see up here the paint's cracking. The roof is by far the worst. So I used to have a sunroof on this car, and I believe this is why this is happening, because the guy that patched the sunroof, he did not do it right. That's my 1978 Datsun 280Z. If you guys are wondering why I have not showcased it on my YouTube channel, it's pretty much because it's been here for the past couple of like 2 or 3 months now. So I'm hoping that it's done maybe in another month or two. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, so I can start making some content for you guys with this car. Even though we're not doing this whole rebuild process, there is a lot of videos and a lot of content that I plan on making with this car. Like I said, this is my pride and joy. I've had this car for a while, but I will update you guys in another video explaining the whole story of this car, like I said. Driving on my way home, and yeah, so that was my 1978 Datsun 280Z. I know it's not in the greatest condition. The paint's really rough and chipping off and everything, and part of that is to blame the guy who painted it. So my goals with the paint is I want to repaint it. I want to repaint it the same color. However, the roof, as you guys saw, is cracking, and I have a feeling that the sunroof patch is going to have to be redone. Because of this, I am going to have the whole entire roof panel redone by somebody that I know who is a very good welder. In the future, I will update you guys when it comes down to that. Paint-wise, something that I actually want to try and do on my own with my friends and my girlfriend is to repaint the Z. If you guys are interested in that, definitely subscribe and stick along for when that time comes. I have a lot of content that I plan on making with that car and sharing with you guys. So if you guys love 240Zs, 280Zs, 260Zs, just Z cars in general, definitely subscribe, stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you haven't seen my last video, I did peek that I am doing a giveaway very soon. I have my own website, and I have products that I have being made in the background and stuff like that. You don't have to buy any of these products for the giveaway. I plan on making other giveaways in the future. If you guys want to be in that giveaway, you have to follow my business page, which is Formula Function on Instagram. And if you guys want to check out the website, it is formulafunctionracing.com. So definitely give it a look if you guys are interested. Otherwise, just follow the Instagram account, and the giveaway will be announced very, very soon. And I'm going to show you guys on a video and on the Instagram page what I'm giving away. It's going to be really cool, especially the future giveaways that I have planned. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave your comments down below what you guys think of the 280Z, what kind of content you guys would like to see with that car in the future, and just general ideas that you guys can give me on that car. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, especially those of you sticking till the very end. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever time it is, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.